Battlefield Hardline, the beta's come and gone again, and at least for me, I personally feel a lot better about this game than the first time I played the beta last year. Last year, I don't know what it was about it. It just, there wasn't anything that stood out to me as far as it being a great game. It just felt like cops and robbers. It didn't feel, to me, it didn't feel like Battlefield. This time, I feel a lot better about the game. It feels good. They gave us more game modes to play besides just Blood Money. They gave us Hotwire and Heist, as well as Conquest. But we've all played Conquest on the other Battlefields, so we know how it's going to play out. But Hotwire, love Hotwire. Hotwire was a ton of fun. I played the majority of the time on the beta was in Hotwire. It was just so much fun. It was like Need for Speed, but with guns. And to me, that's just perfect. You know, you get to fire back at the vehicles chasing you. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of action in Hotwire. And unless you want to play like I'm playing right here, we were playing real defensive. We were just taking out any vehicles that happen to come out on the bridge. And that too was a lot of fun. It gave you a different objective than just driving the car. You can destroy the other cars. So yeah, I played a lot of Hotwire, and I personally think it's probably going to be one of the more popular game modes whenever the full game comes out. Just because if you're not, if you're not too great at shooting and stuff like that, just get in the car. You could drive, and you're still going to get probably the most points out of your whole team if you're, if you just drive around and have a good squad with you in your car defending you. But yeah, Hotwire. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for the game to come out so I can play it again. It was just that much fun. Heist, I'm not too sure about. I mean, Heist wasn't bad. To me, it just wasn't as fun as Hotwire or Conquest. But I mean, I don't play much Rush in Battlefield 4 just because of the state that it's in. It just doesn't work with the commander mode. Always being able to spot where your enemy. It just doesn't work. So I didn't give Heist much of a chance like I should have. But breaking into the vault and everything like that was really cool. It reminded me a lot of Payday, which that's a really fun game. But Heist, I don't know. I'm really gonna have to just wait until the game comes out because I was really just playing too much Hotwire to really get too much out of Heist. One thing I did notice about this game was it just at least to me, just seemed to run so smooth. Way smoother than Battlefield 4 did. It just, I don't know what it is about the game, and it's only in beta status right now. I know it's pretty close to the full release version of the game, but it just seems to just run so smoothly, and I don't seem to have any problems while playing this game like I did in Battlefield 4, which I personally love. It's great. I don't have to worry about stuttering or anything. I never experienced any stuttering in this game at all. No frame loss. Everything was running just so smooth. But I also read that the graphics were also not as good as Battlefield 4. So I don't know whether or not that had anything to do with it or not. I really can't tell I could tell a little bit of difference between graphics between this and Battlefield 4, but it's not like night and day. You can tell just by some of the textures maybe aren't as crisp, or the coloring's a little different, but I mean that's also due to it being made by a different company. It's just little subtle differences in the way that the game looks. Overall, I think it looks pretty great. But apparently the experts have analyzed it, and it is actually a decrease in graphics performance from Battlefield 4. Just real quickly, I want to go over what I think about the weapons in this game and how they played out. There's a few things that, after the patch, I'm glad they changed, but I hope they don't change too much more about the weapons, other than maybe damage, because the time to kill in this game is just ridiculously fast. It's just so fast that if they did change the damage, they'd have to do it across the board, not just with a few weapons. They would all have to be reduced, just so the time to kill would be lowered. You get that chance to maybe take cover or get away and not die. But if they do that, I feel like all of the weapons are pretty well evenly balanced between each class and each category, other than maybe just a few. But if you were to change, and the few that I'm talking about would be shotgun and sniper rifle. but if you change those, then you're gonna have to redo everything, because I mean, if you think about it, sniper rifle is made for damage. It's there, especially with the 338 ammo, the Lupua Magnum. That's, everybody's all getting sore about that, but if they put that round in the game, it's realistically that's gonna be, it's doing what it's meant to do. That's a very powerful round. It will be doing damage to vehicles and basically one-shot killing people from most ranges. They did decrease the damage at range on that, but at the same time, it's still gonna be doing a lot of damage, which it's what it's meant to do. And I personally had some occasions to where I would maybe 50 yards away from somebody and I shot them and got hit markers more than one occasion with that round, and they were still alive. So I don't think it's overpowered at all. I think since they did get rid of the rocket launchers and straws and everything that the engineers use, this should take the place of it, and it's actually going to take more skill to take down helicopters with well-placed shots than it is to grab a straw and just guide your rocket right to the helicopter and one-shot it and just killing everything. I think it's fair, but I mean, a lot of people are causing a lot of fuss about it. Don't think it's right. Don't think it should be in the game. So I think it might need to go through some more testing as far as damage-wise. But I personally like where it's at. I think it makes sense and should stay in the game. Another weapon that everybody's causing a big fuss about and is getting all butthurt about would be the shotguns. And if from playing all the other games, these two weapons are being complained about in every game. Nobody likes snipers, and nobody likes the guy running around with shotguns. It's just OP. But, you know, in real life, if somebody were to shoot you with a sniper rifle or a shotgun, you're going to pretty much die almost instantly, depending on where they shoot you. And on the patch notes, they did reduce the shotgun damage at distance, so it's a little bit better. I will actually agree, before they did that patch, that you could one-shot kill somebody with a shotgun from entirely too far away, but now that they've reduced damage at distance, it's not as bad as it was. I think they pretty much found that sweet spot where the shotgun needs to be at, and they should probably keep it there for a while. All the other weapons, such as assault rifles, carbines, and PDWs, seem to be pretty much on par with where they need to be, except for the dreaded M16A3 is back. Everybody is, oh my god, it's gonna be the weapon that's gonna just kill anything, anywhere. It's not. I've ran into plenty of gunfights where I was using a PDW, and I took out that guy with the M16 faster he could even shoot, or rather react and pull the trigger to shoot back. Yes, the M16 is a very good weapon because it's very balanced. It's got good damage, good range, decent rate of fire. You can control it. That's the main thing, is the recoil. It's so easy to control. That's really the thing that gives it the edge, is there's so little recoil, and it's just you put the crosshair or red dot on them, and you just pull the trigger, and you know your bullets are going to hit where it's supposed to go. Controlled, but I really don't think it's the Battlefield 3 M16A3. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be a popular weapon. A lot of people are going to be running with it, but it's not going to be as reliable as it was in Battlefield 3, and I'm okay with that. It's fine. I personally, more often than not, am going to be running a engineer with a PDW, just because the fact that those PDW, I'll just say K10, that's all I need to say, they're lasers. They'll just cut through anybody so quickly at close range, and that's what I usually like to play the most, is running gun. I like to get up close in combat and, you know, do a lot of shooting. So the PDWs are just so good. The K10, my favorite was actually the MPX. I loved it in Battlefield 4. I use it all the time. I love the MPX, and it's not as good as it was in Battlefield 4, but it's still pretty damn good. It's just so accurate, and you can just hit fire that thing all day long, and it goes exactly where you're pointing, and you don't have to worry about aiming down the side. You can just run around and just hold down that trigger, and you know you're going to take people out. It's just... And the same with the P90. You got your 900 rounds per minute fire rate, plus a 50 round magazine, you can be shooting that thing for a lot longer than you could the MPX or the K10, and it's pretty much just as accurate. You put a laser sight on there and you're good to go. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, or dislike it if you didn't, and leave a comment down below about what you think about Hardline. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you already haven't, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield.